We was on the bottom, yeah. Now we headed to the top. New level. On my level, don't see anybody. I don't see him. This right here could never stop. This could never stop. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. One time, ay. I live on the job, right? Yeah, I'm always at work, right? Real people stay by me, right? Haters wanna do hurt, right? Know they tryna stop me, right? Drag my name through dirt, right? I don't feed into the hate, right? I just answer with a smirk, facts. I feel so.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm of
Bahamian descent. Now look at this sign here. So-called West Indians, right? So that will make you what according to the sign here? Tribe of Benjamin.
That's right.
That's the so-called Trinidadians, Jamaicans, Bahamians, all the ones in Tobagos, to all of them in the West Indies, West Indians, they all fall into the tribe of Benjamin.
Right.
Which is going to show you, that's what we out here to do. We out here to teach our people who they are according to the scriptures. Because it's far too long we've been taught that we are African American, Bahamian, Jamaican, or Haitian, or Puerto Rican, like the brother just left. He's so-called Cuban. Why? Because our oppressors who enslaved us stripped our God-given name from us and gave us what? Another name. That's what got us all separated.
Right.
That's why you got Spanish speaking Spanish, we speak English, then you got the Haitian speaking Creole, then you got the Bahamian speaking, the Jamaican speaking broken patois. All that because of separation. It came from politics, religion. All that was used to separate us, and language. So let's prove how you are from the tribe of Benjamin and how you know you're from the nation of Israel. Read that Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1.
Look it up. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter
29 and 1.
29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
To make with the who?
The children of Israel.
See, he didn't, David, you listen, he didn't say the children of Bahamians. He said the children of Israel.
Right.
Now let's see what Moses told the children of Israel, because that's who God used to deliver the Israelites from where? Under the hand of who? If you know historically, who was Moses, when Moses parted the Red Sea, where did he take the Israelites from and part of the Red Sea? Huh? From Egypt. So they was under Pharaoh, and Pharaoh was oppressing them. Now let's see what Moses told the children of Israel when they parted the Red Sea and went to the desert, and he was on a mount. Read that verse 15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So David, a curse is a good thing or bad thing? Bad thing. You're right about that, because if somebody curse you, that ain't nothing good coming from that. Let's see what kind of curses the Most High put on the children of Israel. Because remember, Moses said, God told us if you don't listen to his laws and commandments, he's going to put curses on us. Now, he just put it on one person. He put it on the entire 12 tribes of Israel. That's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Now, I'm going to read to you one of the curses, and you tell me historically who that happened to. Go to verse 30, I think, or 31.
Bring it out. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
In 1619, what happened in 1619, David? Let me see if you know a little history. Today is what month? Huh? Black History Month. What do they teach us in school in Black History Month?
slave trade.
The slave trade, there you go. Transatlantic slave trade, and that happened in 1619. So in 1619, read that verse again.
Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
Another man shall lie with her. Why? Because back then in 1619, we was behind the plantation houses. We was picking cotton. The Hispanics was picking in the sugarcane field. And what they was doing with their wives, because they were still marrying under slavery. What they was doing to wives? Raping them. When the slave man was back in that shack, when he was living with his family, every so often at night, the slave master came back there and grabbed his wife from the shack and went in the big house. The big house is his house. And he went in there and laid with her, used her for a few hours and sent her back. Read that verse again. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. That's the curse that the Most High put upon. What? Who did he put it upon? Master bedder, all praises. So Who did the Most High do that to? Because remember we read it earlier in verse 1 in the chapter 29. Who Moses was talking to? What was the people name? Israelites. All we doing is connecting the dots. And you know historically that happened to who? Your people. So what that make your nationality? A Hebrew what? Israelite. Giving all praises to the Most High. That's all we out there to do, because a lot of people come and say, why y'all brothers teaching this Bible, and tell us, we just out here to teach our people, yo, we in the last days, and it's high time we wake up and learn who we are. And learn that we are the true biblical Jews. Because now you got to ask me now, David, so what about them people in Jerusalem? They call themselves Jewish. When you want to know why they call themselves Jewish, what do you think about them?
That was more of a political standpoint.
Are they the true Jews?
No.
Okay, so you know who the real true. Okay, so you know a little history. I'm glad. Okay, all praises. So what tribe you from? Benjamin. Okay, so now you know. Give me a law. Let me get a law, because. Okay, sorry, Molek. Give me that in Acts.
Amos.
Huh?
Is it Amos?
Amos, yeah. Look for it. You believe in the Star of Molech? The Star David, Star of David.
That Jewish people use as a symbol?
You're right.
I don't understand.
Huh?
I don't understand.
You don't understand? All right. Meaning, you know the Star.
Well, I know the symbol. I don't understand what it means.
Okay, I'm saying what it means to us.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
No.
You know? Well, it don't mean nothing to us. It's basically idolatry.
Amos 5:26.
Get that. Why I say that? Because I think you see a Star of Molech on your tattoo. You got a tattoo, no? There you go. There you go. So now I'm going to read this in the scriptures, and I think there's a law for it too. Read that. Where's that?
The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 26. But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Molech, and Chiun, your images, the star of your God.
Now, give me the law, Leviticus 18:21. Hold that page, don't lose that. I'm going to show you what Moses said to not worship it. Now, we just learned that the star is Molech. That's where they get it from. The Star of David comes from the deity god, the pagan god Molech.
Right.
Now, I'm going to go to Leviticus 18:21 where Moses wrote the law at for it. Because I see you got a ring. Because remember, we know we Israel now. You from the tribe of Benjamin. Now we got to know how we walk and carry ourselves as an Israelite or Hebrew Israelites. We got to know that, because in order for us to walk and show ourselves according to being an Israelite, we got to know how what our custom was. You understand that? Read this.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire.
Pass through the what?
Through the fire.
What you think that mean, David? He said, and thou, the law that Moses gave the Israelites, that we know we talking about, we the 12 tribe of Israel, we should not give any of our children, which is our seed, to pass through the fire. What does that mean? Like, just a wild guess. What do you think our people was doing with their kids? Read it again.
And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord.
So that's a way of profaning the Most High God when you let your kids pass through the fire. What they was doing, David, they was sacrificing their kids.
Right. To Molech.
To Molech, to the deity god, to Molech, to that pagan god.
Right.
Meaning they wanted blessings, they would sacrifice their kids as a form of getting blessings from the deity god Molech, the pagan god Molech. That's where that star stems from. Read that.
The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 26. But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Molech.
Born mean carry. You carry the tabernacles of your Molech.
And Chiun, your images, the star of your God.
Now that word God is a lowercase god, because it's letting you know that's a pagan god. We just learned that in the history in the book of Leviticus. Read on.
Which ye made to yourself.
That's what we do. We put them around our neck. Sometimes you see some Hebrew Israelites on the side of the corner got the do-rag around their head and a big star on it. Or they got rings. Or some of them get tattoos. I thought you had a tattoo, but it's a ring. All that is because we get it. It's the same spirits on earth recycling the same thing our ancestors did back in the wilderness. Back in when they was under Pharaoh and the Egyptians. It just trickled down. They just name it. They just changed the God's name. They just changed them pagan God's name every generation. Back then it was called Molech because what they was doing, sacrificing their kids. Today we call it the Star of David.
Right.
That's why he's giving you the scriptures. Read that scripture again.
But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Molech, and Chiun your images, the star of your God, which ye made to yourselves.
Now give me Leviticus 26:1, and I'm gonna show you now. That's a form of what? When you carry something that's not what God wants, what it becomes. What law is that you're breaking? Huh? Idols. There you go. Now I'm gonna show you the law in Leviticus. That's why to understand the Bible, you got to know the law. That's why when Christ gave parables, and sometimes the disciples and people didn't understand what he was saying because they didn't understand the law. That's why the Pharisees and Sadducees tried to question him one time. I don't know if you read the scriptures where they asked him, what if a woman had 7 husbands and all 7 of them died? Who would be the husband to that wife when she go to the kingdom of heaven? If you knew the law, you would have known the answer to the question, but they didn't know the law. Leviticus 26:1.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 1. You shall make you no idols, nor a graven image, neither rear up you a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land, to bow down unto it.
To do what?
To bow down unto it.
To do what?
To bow down unto it.
That's the key point. That's the key point. Because this is an image, but are we bowed down to it and worshiping it? No, we just got it for visual purposes, because our people are visual learners.
Right.
That's why I had them read that verse. Read that point again. To do what?
To bow down unto it.
Because we make images. When Solomon was building the temple, what he had to build? He had to build big angels. Cherubims, they called it in the Bible. That's images. That's graven images. But we was in worship, we ain't bow down and worship them. We didn't have it around our necks or a ring on it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what he's going into. That's what, when you go to Exodus, go to the law, Exodus 20. Exodus 20, I think is 2 or 3, where it talks about, I think it's 4. Because a lot of people struggle with that, because, oh, y'all got images? You're right, we do got images. How you doing, sister? What we doing is teaching our people who they are according to the Bible. Read that, Exodus 20 and where? There you go, start at 4.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Like that star you got in your hand. So what you supposed to be doing with that while we read this? Read on.
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
Read on.
Thou shalt not bow thyself to them.
Thou shalt do what?
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
That's the whole point of the law on images and idols. We are not supposed to bow down to it. He's not saying you can't create an image, because in the Bible in ancient time, our ancestors had images in it. So we can see the paintings of our forefathers operate, how they carried themselves, how they dressed, how they looked. All that was in the Bible. But today, they took that out, the heathens took that out of the Greek captivity and paint. Yeah, give me that. 1 Maccabees 3:48. I'm going to show you, it's on the hip. Oh, you got it. 1 Maccabees 3:48. Because what they did, because they know imagery is everything. Long as you get the people to serve and worship imagery, the Most High will depart from them.
Right.
Read that.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law.
What's the book of the law, David? What we was reading all these laws from? From the Bible. So the book of the law is the Holy Bible, the King James Version Bible. This whole scriptures from Genesis to Revelation is the book of the law. Read that from the top again.
And they laid open the book of the law.
Speaking of the Grecians, read.
Wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likenesses of their images.
Of who images?
Of their images.
What they did was open our book and start painting their image. I don't have that book, but I could show you a visual. It's called a book. If you look it up on Amazon, it's called by Father Vladimir. The Catacombs, I think it's called. But it shows you where the heathens was painting the image of Christ white and the angels. Russian icons. That's what it is. Russian icons by Father Vladimir. If you look that up, you'll see a little image of the heathen painting the likeness of themselves as being Christ. That's why you have today Caesar Borgia,
Right.
which is a son of Alexander, who? The Pope. Pope Alexander the Sixth. His son was used to be the Renaissance image of Christ.
Right.
Yeah, he slept with his. If you watch Game of Thrones, a good example of that, the Borgias too. Yeah. They sleep with their incest. They do incest. They sleep with their sisters, their cousins, their brothers. All that is against God law.
And they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. Take care of us. And our children too. And our children too. We have repented. We have repented. How are you? How are you? People want to know who's the king.
Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.